I'm going to convince you through this video of who the GOAT of football really is. But before that, we need to expose a number of misconceptions. Messi fans claim that he is the best because he performs several tasks, creating chances, playing key passes, scoring goals, and so on. Ronaldo fans, meanwhile, argue that he is the best because he can shoot well with both feet, is faster, and is superior in the air. But let's ask a fundamental question. Is versatility, or simply having more qualities, a valid measure of superiority? Let's take an example from the world of music. Justin Bieber can play 6 instruments and sing, and he is obviously a major star. Jimi Hendrix, on the other hand, essentially mastered only the electric guitar. Does that make Justin Bieber a better musician than Hendrix? Music experts would laugh at the comparison. And even if Hendrix's music does not appeal to the majority of people today, experts possess the musical ear and technical knowledge required to recognize his genius and creativity, qualities that led to him being regarded as one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Let's take another example from football. Adriano was better than Ronaldo Nazário at long-range shooting, physical duels, aerial ability, and free kicks. But does that make Adriano a better player than Nazário? Again, experts would reject such a conclusion. And when I say experts, I mean coaches and, above all, those who train and educate coaches, not former players simply because they once played at the highest level. A player can have extraordinary talent on the pitch without necessarily possessing the intellectual faculties required to evaluate football at a high level. We have heard plenty of nonsense from former players. Benzema, for instance, claimed that Hatem Ben Arfa at his peak was sitting at the same table as Messi. Materazzi compared Ronaldo Nazário to Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo combined in a single body. But if you actually merged the qualities of those two players like Goku and Vegeta, you would end up with an entirely different player. The comparison itself exposes a fundamental problem with this way of evaluating players. Yes, many great defenders from previous generations have said a lot of nonsense. They can fall into the trap of nostalgia on one hand and ego on the other. Take Nesta, for example. He said with absolute certainty, "I played against Messi when I was 38. If he had played against me in my prime, I would have shown him how football is played." Yet he watched Messi at the last World Cup, at the age of 39, deliver arguably the greatest individual performance of the tournament. When you ask a defender to evaluate the GOAT, he will often start from his personal experience rather than from a comprehensive and rational assessment.
But if you ask experts such as Guardiola, Wenger, Trapattoni, Del Bosque, or Mourinho,